Ladies and gentlemen, hours before Monday Night Raw got on the air, Triple H said on Twitter that on Monday Night Raw, it's going to be epic. Was it epic? In some parts, yes, but most parts, no. But I'm here to review Monday Night Raw, so let's get started, as I want to start with the Last Time Is Now tournament. It was the semifinals of the Last Time Is Now tournament, as the first match came in, as it was Jey Uso versus LA Knight. Yeah. So heading towards the end of the match here, this is what I usually do if you guys are new. Jey Uso does his spear, which looked awful by the way. And then he goes to the top rope to do an Uso splash, only gets a 2 count, which actually Jey Uso gets rolled over by LA Knight. 1, 2, 3, and LA Knight is going to the finals. And as LA Knight was going backstage, they showed Jey Uso acting depressed in the ring. So he gets out of the ring, he starts moaning his loss, like he gets emotional, and then all of a sudden he snaps. Like he starts throwing the prime cart around, he starts tearing down the steps and completely throwing them. Like he's out of control. Somebody needs to get Jimmy Uso, or maybe even Roman Reigns, because there's something wrong with Jey Uso. Later on in the show, Jackie Redmond wanted to interview Jey Uso, and then he said, no, I just don't want anything to do with this right now. But then he walks off, but then he comes back and say, you know what? Roman was right. I have everything to blame but myself. You know, people have been hating on Jey Uso recently. Is this going to make people feel bad for Jey Uso? You know what? If this is going to make people feel bad for Jey Uso, they'll show their support for Jey Uso. But what if this is leading to a Jey Uso heel turn? I mean, it's been teased for months. Is it finally going to happen? So now I'm going from one match from the Last Time Is Now tournament to the other, as it is Solo Sikoa versus Gunther. Now, I was kind of thinking that this match was not going to go well, but surprisingly, it actually did. So towards the end of the match, Gunther was actually holding on to Solo Sikoa as he was doing a sleeper hold. So he was pulling Solo Sikoa off the corner, and Solo Sikoa actually ripped the turnbuckle off. This distracts the referee as Gunther is now on the outside. Solo Sikoa has Tala Tonga in his corner. So Tala Tonga grabs Gunther, holds him on. Solo Sikoa was going to do a spike on Gunther, but then the referee turns around and starts being smart. Finally. So Solo gets kicked away by Gunther, and then he low blows Tala Tonga using his legs. So then as the referee was still distracted with Tala Tonga on the outside, Gunther says, whatever, and then he low blows Solo Sikoa. Then he does a powerbomb, 1, 2, 3, and Gunther beats Solo Sikoa as he will now face LA Knight in the finals of the Last Time Is Now tournament on SmackDown. Now this is the match that a lot of people are going to be focusing on, because none of these guys have faced John Cena before, and whoever wins, it's going to be a first time ever one-on-one match with them versus John Cena in his final match at Saturday night's main event. Who do you guys think wins the Last Time Is Now tournament? LA Knight or Gunther? Let me know in the comments below. So now I want to move on as the Judgment Day come out, as Dominic Mysterio is not just celebrating his second title run as the Intercontinental Champion, as he wanted from John Cena at Survivor Series. No, he actually wants to celebrate the return of Liv Morgan. And Liv Morgan returned at Survivor Series to help Dominic Mysterio win the Intercontinental Championship from John Cena. So Liv comes out with a huge pop from the crowd. So Liv gets on the mic and she says, since I left, I've heard a lot of things about the Judgment Day. I heard that the Judgment Day was weak. And I also heard that the Judgment Day lost some gold. I've also been hearing that the Judgment Day has been falling apart. But everything is now going to change now that I'm back, because we are going to take what's ours. So it looks like now Monday Night Raw must fear the Judgment Day once again. Please don't let it be 2023 Judgment Day all over again. Now, I like that she mentioned now how the Judgment Day has been having problems, but she didn't really go in deep enough. What? Did I say anything wrong? So now I want to move on with the Vision. As Paul Heyman is on the mic, And he is giving a shout out to Brock Lesnar, Drew McIntyre, Logan Clown, Bron Breakker, and Bronson Reed. But the main part of this entire segment was Bron Breakker's epic promo. But before Bron Breakker could cut his epic promo, Paul Heyman announced that on January 5th, the first Monday Night Raw of 2026, it'll be Bron Breakker versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. So Bron Breakker, he's angry. He takes his jacket off and begins by saying, "Listen to me, Punk. I'm gonna ruin your life. I'm going to ruin your career. I'm coming for every memory that people remember you for. And I'm coming for it all. And oh, I didn't forget. Remember what you said to me last year at WrestleMania? Well, congratulations on all the success, kid. Let's see if you can cut a promo with the big dogs." Oh, blah-de-da. Consider the promo cut. Because on January 5th, when your ass is looking up at the lights, and I'm standing, and when they announce me as the new heavyweight champion of the world, you will look into my eyes with your beady, stupid face that you're not even close to the badass Bron Breakker, the new best in the world. If this man, Bron Breakker, doesn't win the world heavyweight champion, what are we doing here? If all of this was going to make him lose, then what are we building him up for? Bron Breakker needs to win the World Heavyweight Championship. No questions asked. Now, they did all of this because CM Punk is not able to compete as of right now, but he will be competing in January 5th against Bron Breakker for the World Heavyweight Championship. So now I want to move on to the main event here. It was Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss versus Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. Earlier on the show, they actually began the show with Rhea Ripley and Io Sky saying that they want the tag team champions from the Kabuki Warriors, and that Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair came out saying that we never got a rematch. They didn't label this match as a number one contenders match, which could have been something big. But I kind of knew that there was going to be some shenanigans in this match, which is what I'm going to go over. So after Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss giving us a good match, unfortunately, the Kabuki Warriors come out and ruin it. But it looks like the odds were going to be even because Bayley and Lyra Valkyria came out because they said earlier on in the show, hey, we want a tag team title match opportunity as well. And then coming from the other side of the ring, the Judgment Day come out as Roxanne Perez, Raquel Rodriguez, and Liv Morgan take everybody out. And Monday Night Raw ends as the Judgment Day stand tall, putting the women's division of Monday Night Raw on notice. Also forgot to mention that Stephanie Vaquer and Liv Morgan went face to face, which I kind of knew that was going to happen. Now, like I said, Monday Night Raw was not epic, but it was still good in some ways. But what about you guys? What did you guys think of this week's Monday Night Raw? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, tap the notification bell for more videos, follow me on Twitter at @EthanSoyShow, and I'll see you in the next one.